For the past 2 years, they have dominated the curling scene. Rachel Homan is going to win a 4th Canadian championship. 2 Scotties titles. The Homan Empire will rule the world. 2 world championships. However, there will be no three-peat. Rachel Homan will go to Cortina. With Team Homan on their way to conquer Cortina, who will wear the Canadian champion's crown? Will a 4-time Scottish champion and her seasoned team rise to the top again? Or can a crew from Halifax bring a long-awaited title back to Nova Scotia and honor one of the all-time greats? Or possibly, is this the year someone steps from the shadows and springs a surprise? Anything is possible. The Scotties, next. And for the very first time ever, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, the Scotties, comes to Greater Toronto. We are in Mississauga on the western boundary of metropolitan Toronto, stretching from Lake Ontario up to Pearson International Airport. Interesting to note, if you land in Toronto, you actually land in Mississauga as we fly overhead the Paramount Fine Foods Center. And as we come inside, we land here for the opening night of the Scotties. Hello, Canada. So good to be with you. Family's here. Joe, Russ, we'll hear from Kathy momentarily. The second half of our season of champions gets started right now. Scotties. Then we'll take an Olympic break. Then the Montana's Brier and the 2 World Championships. And it's that Olympics that is casting a bit of a shadow over this Scotties, with Rachel Homan, defending Canadian champion, now Olympian, being there in Cortina. She's not here, which people say throws this wide open.
There are so many names we have not seen before at the Scotties here, Vic. 9 rookie skips. What an amazing opportunity to showcase what these teams are capable of.
Now, whether you're a young team or an old team, what do you have to do?
Wow, didn't take long.
No.
Top 3, obviously. You don't know top 3, you're going home. You're on Air Canada out of Mississauga, you're going home. So you have to make that top 3, but the pools are so small, no tiebreakers. That's what throws the wrinkle into the thing here. So you better be beating the right teams. You're not going to be in the playoffs.
As you're well aware, there are 18 teams, and they are divided into 2 pools of 9. And so let's take a look at Pool A, and it's headed, of course, by Carrie Einarson.
Yeah, my eye is drawn to Team Canada, Einarson, and Manitoba Laws. They have the experience. They know how to navigate the mental, the physical toll of this marathon of a championship. That number 3 spot for me, though, is to Taylor Reese-Hansen out of BC, currently ranked number 3 in Canada. They are trending in the right direction.
And keep in mind, as we look at Pool B, you top 3 make it. There are no tiebreakers. They'll use head-to-head to decide who goes forward. Who do you like here?
Well, I've got it down to 5, Vic. And to talk about wide open, you have to look at the 2 teams from Alberta, Skurlik, Sturmey. They're trending a little better than they were at the start of the year. Christina Black, second at the trials. You cannot forget about her. But you've got Manitoba, Northern Ontario on their heels. Anybody could win that pool.
So that sets up our game 1 of this year's Scotties here at the Paramount, and it is going to come out of Pool A, and it is Caitlin Laws against Taylor Reese-Hansen. And for Laws, a change. Jocelyn Peterman, her usual second, is playing mixed doubles at the Olympics. Laura Walker comes in.
They knew the situation coming into the year, though, Vic, so Walker has been with the team as their alternate. They'll want to lean on her, though, with that mixed doubles experience. She's a specialist in that discipline, really good at the finesse shots. They'll go aggressive early in the ends with her, dial up the intensity. When this team has faltered, it's been because of a lack of energy, and they've come out flat.
And what do you see about Taylor Reese-Hansen?
Well, they've had a wonderful year. Second in this field, in my opinion, ranking 3 wins, 3 seconds. They've been very consistent. Beaten Terranzoni, beaten Schwaller, maybe more importantly, beat Caitlin Laws about a month ago. But first game ever at the Scotties, they have to figure out the rocks and the sheet awfully fast, because Caitlin will. And be aggressive without hammer. That's the only way you put some pressure on Caitlin Laws.
Keys to the game, they're brought to you by PointsBet. It's the official gaming partner of Curling Canada. We are in Mississauga, and the Scotties is about to take off.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporter for 45 years. By Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
You better be bundled up if you're going to skate here in Mississauga in front of City Hall. Minus 15 feels like minus 25 at the moment. You know all about that coming from Winnipeg, don't you, Kathy? As you take a look at the other games, only team not playing is Saskatchewan and Jolene Campbell.
Well, I certainly do know about cold, and Carrie Einarson certainly knows about this game experience. And she starts with Bailey Scoffin, one of the younger teams in the field from the Yukon. Haley Armstrong, the Ontario team, is someone that we will be watching closely this week. A very strong hitting team. They'll open against Northwest Territories for the first time in a very long time, not skipped by Carrie Galusha. She's the coach. Nikki Kaufman is their skip. And finally, Joliane Fortin pulled one of the biggest upsets this year, defeating Laurie St. George out of Quebec. They will wear the blue colors this week, and they open against Taylor Stevens, the 2022 Canadian Junior Champion from Nova Scotia.
Time to meet the teams now, and it's brought to you by Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian. Team Laws from the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg. They are skipped by Selena Negevin, with Caitlin Laws throwing the fourth stones, Kristen Gordon at lead, and yes, Laura Walker at second, replacing Jocelyn Peterman at the Olympics. BC, they hail from the Victoria Curling Club, skipped by Taylor Reese-Hansen, with Juliana McKenzie, Kim Bonneau, and Megan McGilvery, rounding out the BC champions. And you can't get much closer than this. Laws and the team have won the draw to the button, and it was by just a little less than a couple of centimeters. Look at that. Wow. My goodness, that was all that decided who would have last rock. So the hammer, the last rock belongs to Manitoba. They will throw the red stones. BC throws the yellow, and to get us underway here in Mississauga, game one of the 45th Scotties and 66th Canadian Women's Curling Championship. The BC lead is Juliana McKenzie.
Those are the little things. You've got two teams that they're almost like twins. You know, the similar amount of win percentage, third and fourth in Canada, respectively, on the Gold Trail circuit. That hammer, you know, the team without, never been to a Scotties before. Caitlin's got 2 gold medals. It could make a big difference here early.
Yeah, the way you can dictate play when you have the hammer in the first end, especially first game of an event, if you're not quite comfortable with how things are going, you can bail, you can move on to the next end. It's such an advantage.
I think it's a tradition, Vic. You've got a Merklinger make an ice. It's either Father Dave or son Mike, and it's just brilliant.
Let's remind you that it is a 5-rock rule, of course. 10 ends, 38 minutes thinking time, 1 60-second timeout, no tick rule. You have to play a minimum of 8. And this gives you an idea. Taylor Reese-Hansen said, we do not play afraid. We like rocks in play. And here she is, first end, when we might expect somebody to put it in and let's get our sliders under us first. She goes up with that center guard.
I love it, and that's how you're going to learn. And I mean, we'll sit up here if things go wrong. We'll say they need to be a little bit less aggressive. They need to play it safer, but this is how you learn. And if you miss shots in these ends where you're putting some pressure on, you get better from it by learning from your mistakes. But what a beautiful freeze made by Juliana McKenzie. This team is here for real.
Yeah, they really are. You rarely see that too. Joanne, drew the pin or drew the button twice, albeit losing the draw of the button. 2 good rocks at the start here. That's a wonderful start for when it's your very first game at the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Top 8, you have a little room. Yours, rock. Top 8. Curl.
Now, you mentioned, of course, Russ, that She comes in, does Taylor with a resume that includes wins over Tirinzoni and Schwaller of Switzerland and Laws, and that was in a Tier 2 event. She was telling us that the ice, there was an issue with the ice, almost lost it.
14-5?
Yeah.
And then when they brought it back, they somebody also spilled something on it, so they were forced to play just on one side, and that's how Laws got caught. She was forcing Laws to play some more difficult shots, trying to play through the latte, and and that was a little more difficult than Caitlin could handle.
And to this team's credit, I mean, you saw Reese Hansen, she made an angle slash on her last rock in the 8th end to force Caitlin to make a draw to the forefoot to win in a spot that they hadn't seen. So you have to give full credit to the BC team here.
And what I thought that it really showed, Joe, was that they're prepared to roll with the punches.
Yeah.
Sometimes that comes with experience, that when things like that, you know, the ice is melting and people are spilling drinks, that can really unsettle an inexperienced team. The fact that they took it in stride and still beat a higher ranked team is really telling.
Just slid I think just a hair wide on you. Yeah. See this
A little bit of trouble here, though.
Yeah,
The
just come up
thin
a
doubles
hair.
made properly here. Got 3 buried underneath that yellow guard. Got to get it pretty thin here. Probably a quarter.
So Laura Walker, as mentioned, replacing Jocelyn Peterman, who's with her husband Brett Gallant, representing Canada in mixed doubles. Good scrub here. Get it by 1-2 and push it out. Not quite, but it does leave Laws sitting 1-2 at the moment, and they do have last rock.
Just an inch wider, that thing's made, buried.
Yeah, and that's just one of those things. First throw of the event, inner line. You don't see that warmed up quite as much in practice, so maybe got a little bit of extra curl.
Now, they do know her, Kathy. They know Laura Walker. She's been part of this team, well, since 22-23, I guess, when the team was going through some babies, and so she filled in then and now fills in with Peterman going away.
It's a real comfort for this team. When we talked to Caitlin before, she said, you know, it's not about what's the release going to be like. There's a couple of years of familiarity on this team, and she said it hasn't even felt like an adjustment. No disrespect to Jocelyn, but they feel as comfortable, if you will, with Laura out there.
Usually, Russ, it's something we hear talked about all the time. New player, how do you release? Does the person holding the brush have to make adjustments? But because of that familiarity, they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's brilliant. And, you know, a lot of these teams now, because life gets in the way, they're going with 5 players, and it's just brilliant to get the 5th involved more often than not for those type of reasons. And in the case of Laura, too, I think, you know, I remember playing with some newer players, and you think you've got them figured out, but then you get to the Briar and a little more pressure. And now, you know, all of a sudden the rock's being pointed in towards the enemy rock. And you have to know those tendencies. I don't think you're going to have a problem with that from Laura Walker.
Punch it through, and they do. Very nice. And sits down, and they are sitting 3.
Whoa.
What a great line call. Would have been really tempting to hit that a little bit thinner to make sure you don't jam here, but they soften the weight, so Laura rolls, and Manitoba sits 3.
Okay, so if you're Taylor Reese Hansen and you're going to be playing aggressively, you better be prepared to face situations just like this, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's one of those situations, too, where you could play a freeze, but it's getting really scary, so they're going to try for a hit and roll. Could get under a couple of rocks, though.
Ooh, that's not doing much.
This is like a 9-5. Yeah. Yeah, 9-3. Okay.
And will spin away, so still has Laws hitting 2.
Nice here, like.
Little adrenaline there. That was overthrown for sure.
Pardon? 14-5. To T. Maybe like a 14-8. Yeah. Okay.
That was the first rock for Megan. Welcome to the Scotties, right? Just a little adrenaline.
Yeah, and sometimes, too, you look at where the broom is. It's in the middle of the 12-foot. You see so much curl on those draws. You think with the hits, you can err on the side of heavy. You're worried it might take off, but usually those hits run really straight on the surface.
What a chance now.
Top 4.
Selena Negaman.
Yeah, even if you roll in for second shot, at least Team Manitoba has to hit it, and then maybe they leave you a double.
Straight.
In her 7th appearance.
Good judge. 4-6.
Okay.
What was it? 4-6. Right on the nose is really close. Okay. Heel. Might come up an inch. Okay.
I think we can hold it.
I agree.
Not the shot you wanted down the middle here. There couldn't have been many thrown here in practice, but there's technically a triple here if you get it right.
You have to connect on these rocks in the rings here, Russ.
For sure.
Whoa. No, this is Carl.
Megan McGilvery.
Carl.
Okay, just roll it off.
Okay, just roll it off. Okay.
Okay, Mix.
And we'll get nothing. Interestingly enough, that was one of her,
Okay.
Kathy, one of the strengths.
Sorry. That's okay.
Taylor said to us prior to the game, they believe in those run backs and getting themselves out of trouble.
Well, and that's what she said she would know when the team was really dialed in, is that when they were crisp on making those kinds of shots, the run back not just getting the guard. So that's disappointment for sure.
These type of rocks, Kath, right? And Joanne just kind of touched on it. You see 5.5 feet of curl when you draw the butt. You just assume the hits are going to go, and they don't.
They don't.
Let's go. Wait's good. Room right now. What'd she say? Line's good. Okay, just halfway. Okay, gotta get to center. Girl.
Curl quite a distance here.
Keep going. Halfway to your front. Just halfway. As you can. Get to center. Keep going. Keep going hard. Push.
Nicely done.
Yeah, really well managed. Kristen and Laura had the right idea on weights. They were able to relay that to Caitlin calling line and able to get that rock to curl. It was a good 6 feet lighter than where they wanted it, but does a good job protecting the situation in the rings.
Still have to try it, eh? I think so.
Yeah. And if you get the top one, right? It's not the worst.
Yeah, just make that one.
Yeah.
Then they probably wrap, then we have a double, then it's just 2. Okay. Same as yours. I don't think this is going to do much. Just mid here. Okay, you got it.
Couple of options here. They're going to try the long run, hopefully to get scatter 2 or 3 of them, but you can't miss this. Caitlin will sit 4 or guard the 3 down the middle.
Even if you just get the top one here,
You could try
and
to
we leave a corner,
play a freeze on
they
the rock
wrap,
that's
we
in the
make a
button.
double, it's
But if you
good.
play on the left-hand side of the screen, as we saw, I don't think you're even second shot. So you have to throw a bit of a guess on the other side.
Yeah.
Slide down. Slide down.
So saying that she is big on the run backs, getting themselves out of trouble. Needs one here.
Yes. Hard. Whoa. We're not.
And we'll drive it by everything and then leave the shooter just maybe covering a little bit of that stone top edge of the 8.
That was a danger. It was a tough ask to try to run one back from that distance. You do, Jody. Sit forward, you guard it.
Okay. We're going wider. Yeah. You like here?
I like that. Yeah.
I think I have enough of that now to maybe make some noise.
Yeah.
That yellow one in the 12 at around 10 o'clock.
A little wider.
Maybe you'd be desperate enough to play off of that to get in.
If they guard it, yes, that they'll think about it.
Had to connect on
I think they're coming into the rings, though. I think ideally top 8, try to get half around the rock that's half in the 8.
Nice.
I kind of liked the guard here, though, Russ.
Tight guard, yeah.
Forces, I think, a harder shot on Reese Hansen. But if they come in, probably just leave a double for Reese Hansen.
Yeah, she knows all about the Olympics.
Got room right now.
The gold medal in Sochi is in the team game with Jennifer Jones in 14, and of course the mixed doubles gold with Sean Morris in 18.
Pass the curl. Curl, Laura,
Tianjin.
This curl.
Straight curl. Curl.
It's to it.
Curl.
Boy, look at that, loading them up here in the first as they will sit 4.
14-7.
Good sweep.
Really nice.
14-7.
Well, let's start our updates with Carrie Einarson, the 4-time Canadian champion, as she opens against Yukon's Bailey Scoffin.
And all kinds of trouble for Bailey. Was facing several on her first, was not able to remove any. On her final, she tried to hit and roll underneath the 2 yellow stones belonging to Einarson, but stuck it on the nose. So she is shot, Bailey, but this is an open hit for 3.
Whoa.
Einarson coming off a bronze medal at the trials, finishing with a record of 6-2.
9-6 normal. Yeah.
And that will be for 3.
Good placement there, Joe. There's obviously a double, but Caitlin would be happy with that, actually. It'd be a draw for 3. And I don't know whether you can get enough curl to get the shot rock and spill out more than 2 rocks.
Final stone, BC. And Taylor Reese Hansen out of Victoria, facing 4.
Hard, girl. Hard. Okay.
And we'll drive it by, and it will be a draw for 4.
Wow.
Shoot, 2 different throws. Sorry, guys.
We didn't give you too much there.
Wasn't a bad end, just connect on a couple. Like,
Yeah,
we didn't
we'll
have the
stop.
worst setup.
Run back on maybe cams instead of the.
Here, so I'll try and tone it down a bit.
There are 2 different throws there.
Like I
She
can
missed
throw the
one on
same
the over
speed, though?
curl, so you
Yeah.
throw it a little bit straighter on the second one. But those run backs, the big weight, it's so release sensitive on this surface.
What a difference a draw the butt makes, eh?
Mm-hmm. By less than 2 centimeters. Caitlin Laws telling Kathy and me that, you know, they came away from the trials after finishing 4 and 3, but they really felt as a team they were as cohesive as they had been all season.
And for Caitlin, that's really important. It is for any skip, but to just feel the complete support of your team. If you miss, they're not mad at you, that you just know that your team really has your back. But boy.
Yeah. Pulled the string badly. A 4 is a 3. Laws an early lead. Opening night of the Scotties from Mississauga, Ontario. The 45th anniversary of Scott Paper sponsorship. Our feature game, Manitoba's Caitlin Laws out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg, opens with 3 against Reese, BC, the British Columbia champions from the Victoria Curling Club. So here in the second, it is BC that has last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones. First rock went in. They've exchanged stones, and now up goes the corner from the BC lead, Juliana McKenzie.
Yeah, delayed corner, really. They had the one on the pin for Laws. They hit it as opposed to throwing the instant corner. It's a little bit safer move. Down 3-0, you could argue not aggressive enough, but there's nothing wrong with this. They've got the corner, they got the front open.
Yeah, I was surprised to see them hit on Juliana's first, but that being said, you're down 3. If you can get a simple 2 back here, it's a 10-end game. There's plenty of time to claw your way back in. If you sell the farm this end, then it can get really tough if you give up a steal.
Yeah, they missed 3 run backs badly, so they didn't want to get in that situation again. These aren't simple either, are they? It's many times these guards aren't made, you know, you leave half of it open. Good one there.
Yeah, even if you're just behind, see, that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Keep your head up. Forward's a little tough. All right, 15. Got it.
That whole 3-ender was a freeze that came down just a little heavy, bounced open, and gave Team Laws the double opportunity, and they were in a bit of trouble after that. Couldn't make the run backs.
Line good. Top 4. Oh, easy. Well, line good. Yeah. Hard. Yeah, roll it off. I just went sideways. 15-1.
Yeah. It was just light, too. Yeah. It wasn't there. Like, it was maybe biting top 2.
I think we draw. Do you like that?
Into something.
Yeah.
Think this will feel close to that or a little not quite as good maybe?
4 3/4. So yeah.
Team Ontario out of the Whitby Curling Club, skipped by Haley Armstrong with an early lead, and Nova Scotia's champion, that's Taylor Stevens, former Canadian junior champion out of the Halifax Curling Club with the early lead on Quebec, and Joliane Fortin from Jonquière.
And in both of those situations, Vic, the 1 point was forced with the opponent lying either 1 or 2. And so teams had to give up the hammer not the way they wanted to.
Fantastic finish, hog line in on this surface.
Okay. Top line.
Yeah, weight on that one was perfect. It just went sideways at the end.
Give you that little wider than
Talking to Nick Hartlinger earlier today, he sanded the rocks with 60 grit, not 80. I think it just gives you that little bit more bite coming in over the hog line.
60 grit rougher than 80, is that?
Yeah, just a little more coarse, yep.
Sorry, I'm not familiar with my sandpapers.
Oh, well,
Haven't built any model planes or furniture.
not woodworking. Yeah, you want to scrape that beard off, you just go for the, you go for the 60.
Yeah, we're bumping here.
Okay.
See, you would know that if you went to Home Hardware. You would have all the,
Right, yeah.
you would have all the sandpaper right there.
Right here or here? You're always going into this one.
10.5.
Okay, I like 10.5, yeah.
It's the most discouraging shot, that heavy freeze, I call it. You know, it's so close to being phenomenal and very usable to, whoops, now the opponent can hit and roll underneath. That's exactly what happened last end.
Yeah, you know, as the thrower, the rock has to be there. If 3 or 4 feet light isn't good, but if you're 3 or 4 feet light out of your hand, you can use your sweepers to get that rock there.
Yeah, to get it by that one, they do. By that one, they do too. And underneath, and they just push that stone into what appears to be the open top 8, but they are sitting 3 without last rock.
This side is a little straighter, but it kind of takes what you do. Like I wasn't super back with mine, and it wanted to curl.
I think ticked it.
Maybe minimum
It
ice
couldn't get
though.
any closer.
Yeah.
No, it did get by. Wow.
You see any of these top teams, though, that have played in these conditions a lot, just hearing Laura Walker with her feedback saying, I didn't quite keep mine there. I wasn't quite back with my draw. That's why it went sideways. So talking about how it is really sensitive, seeing how the releases will affect how the rocks run. These top teams with all this experience, they do that so well.
Megan McGilvery. This Victoria team has yet to really show anything. They need to turn this momentum around again.
10-3.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Rolls off. Another chance here to get underneath.
Just brushed it a hair too much early there. They wanted to stay on top. Another chance for Team Laws.
10-3. Okay.
Tremendous curling and
No, she
tight
had her
here, that
bad.
forfeit area.
Weight's good. Whoa, little solid. Curl. Close. Curl. Curl.
Two-time Canadian junior champion, Selena Negevin.
Curl. Straight.
One more time and underneath. Look at that.
Really nice.
Sweet. Nice throw.
Now it does open up the button on that in-turn side.
Yeah, I think you have to hit at this point. Look, I'm right behind it. In fact, there is a window here to get through and make that top double to simplify things a little bit, but that's not a big port.
Yeah, with the hammer, you want to open up your scoring area here.
Yeah.
Is that straight through? Yeah. Okay.
Update for you, and it's Ontario and Armstrong out of Whitby against Nikki Kaufman from Yellowknife.
Well, the guard that you just see up front, the red stone, that's the final stone from Haley Armstrong. Through guards twice. On her first, Nikki Kaufman tried a run back, was not able to connect with anything. She's now trying to throw back 8 weight, get to the face of the shot stone, tap it back for the single.
And unable to get through is Megan McGilvery, and it just isn't going very well in their debut for BC's Taylor Reese Hansen.
Curl. 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 Hard.
They're trying to get this to move to go through a port, not off their own. This is an audible.
Hard on the. Okay. 2.
And it is steal of 2 for Armstrong to go up 3-0.
I didn't think I was there, but I didn't think it was overburied. Yeah.
Yeah, in our game, in fact, that's exactly what can happen. We talked about Megan. She played a heavyweight run back with her first shot of the Scotties ever. Floated it wide, and then you start adjusting. And maybe the skipper tightens the broom up. Megan protects on the inside. You hit the guard in the middle. They got to get that straightened out in a hurry here.
Yep. Nice and tight.
Rolled in for second shot.
I think third shot.
Third, you're right. Yep.
Fourth stones, and it's Caitlin Laws.
Nice, good.
In a 10th appearance for Caitlin.
Just past halfway right
Canadian
now.
champion with Jennifer Jones back in 15.
Gotta go. Really gotta go. Go. A little more. Whoa. That's good.
All right, Quebec. And they play Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia with a 1-0 lead. This team is from Jonquière.
Well, it's been actually really impressive. They've been very, very calm about things. And Taylor was short on her first one. And there is a space when she tried to bury on her second to get by. If she can tap this back, multiple points for the young Quebec team. And does. There's a big 3.
Great shot.
Julianne Fortin, Canadian junior silver medalist in last year's championship, losing to Mila Plett out of Alberta. And as mentioned, they are from the Kanagami Curling Club in Jonquière. That's about 230 kilometers north of Quebec City.
I'm seeing a little more weight, but
Oh yeah, it's not as bad as I.
Oh, that's a small port, Joe.
9.5 is probably the most
mean-
we could throw.
if you throw 10.5, probably a little bit easier to get around.
At least this should still be spilling right to here, and we should be second and third.
Yep, I like that.
Okay, 10.5 then. Okay, you got it.
That
Boy.
looks really tight from this angle. Oh my goodness.
I heard the word 9.5, so it's coming pretty hard, so it doesn't have much time to curl. It makes it even tougher.
To throw it hard enough to try to get these rocks to
Sure.
spill, though.
Yeah, 10.5.
Well, it was a win over the defending BC champion Corinne Brown that got her to this year's Scotties, and the Brown team not much later announced that they were dissolving that entire team, so those 4 players will be looking to do something else. No word of some of them will retire from the game, but the Corinne Brown team is no more.
10. Curl. Oh, sweet.
Close.
10. Oh, curl.
Wow, look at that. Ooh, got it through. Here we go. Tap, tap. Move it far enough, and they will
Just a
push
great-
it to leave Manitoba sitting the 1 just back edge of the button.
Extremely impressive, Vic. You know, you have to put in perspective. First Scotties game ever, playing a 2-time gold medalist. Give up a horrible 3. Threads the needle with getting the exact right weight there. She threw soft enough to get the curl. Brilliant shot.
I know, I was like, I don't want to call curl because I feel
I
like
know.
it will come up.
I know. Then there's me calling.
And you never know, Joe, what
Should be
a
nice
shot
back
like
here.
that
Yeah, this should be close to the
will do for them. Settle them, give them a little confidence.
Yep, flips the momentum. Sweepers did a great job.
Okay, we'll see.
Megan McGilvery in the house, calling the line perfectly. That helps your confidence, too.
Very true.
Saw their coach there, Todd Troyer, the former Canadian junior champion with Mike Wood back in '88. They won the silver medal that year in '89. They lost the World Junior Championship to Paya Lindholm.
It's got to curl. Really got to curl. Really got to curl.
Got the weight right. You just sink it a bit here.
Go.
Nice speed.
Shoot.
Yeah, weight was perfect, but they wanted another
Good sweep.
6 inches of curl there.
I don't mind 10.5. It moved that one pretty good.
Yeah,
I think
10.5. We've
yeah.
seen this spot a few times now. Right on the nose. Okay.
Double's definitely there. I don't think the guard's a real problem, especially with the last shot. But can you roll close enough to sit closer than that one? That's the key. The double's there.
I think they're throwing it pretty soft.
Same
They're going
weight.
to try to keep their shooter and get a 2 out of this.
Hit it almost dead on, and maybe roll to the broom.
If that curls a little more, then Taylor has to throw a lightweight hit through the port again, try a run double. This is not easy, but it's easier than what would have been left.
Side down.
Got a couple over curls in this spot.
Final stone looking for the double to possibly get 2. Taylor Reese Hansen. McKenzie on the brush. Oh, she snuck it by. Touch it? No, she'll drive it through. And it will be a steal of 1 for Laws here in the second. Four sheets in play on this Friday night here at the Paramount Fine Foods Center in Mississauga. Originally opened in 1998. It's the home of the Raptors 905 of the G League. So if the Raptors need a player, just basically a taxi ride away. Depending on traffic, you might arrive tomorrow. But it's quite the facility. There's multi-use. There's 3 different hockey rinks here. There's a soccer fields. There's a covered training center. It's really one of the very best here in Mississauga and the Greater Toronto area. Well, we talked about British Columbia's Taylor Reese Hansen as an under 25 gold medalist. Well, these are the under 15 competitors from the eastern part of our country, the under 15 Rock Fest, and they're here to watch tonight. They get a chance to watch some of the players. One of a kind program that offers them all the chances to develop their skills in various curling formats. Under 15 Rock Fest, and we welcome them to the Scotties. And as mentioned, she's an under 25 champion, and it's really, we were talking at our production meeting last evening how, you know, whether it be a Canada Games, whether it just be Little Rock programs, there's a step now all the way along. And what the, you know, under 18s, under 25s does, it allows you to stay in the game.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you that taste of some early success. It enables some access to the resources that the top teams have. And listening to the interviews for these players ahead of the Scotties, the question was asked, you know, when did you know you wanted to come to the Scotties? And a lot of people, it was playing in the younger tier competitions and also being here in a venue like this and seeing people doing it. That's how you get the bug.
Yeah, there are just way too many people retiring after their last junior year. Life gets in the way, jobs, boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it is, and the different age groups Team Canada or Curling Canada has now is brilliant.
And I think that, you know, you win a Canadian or a World Juniors and you have a goal of going to the Scotties or the Brier, but the gap used to be so massive to make that leap. And now with having something that's a, you know, U25 and other opportunities to play, it becomes far more achievable. You get more visibility, you have more experience, and all of a sudden you realize what you have to do. It's not that big of a leap.
And you were saying last night, Kathy, too, it actually encourages these teams to stay together. So instead of the skip breaking off and finding a more senior men's or women's team, they stay together, they grow together, and then all of a sudden they're a force to be reckoned with. Yeah.
Well, that's the case here with these 4. They are all together since they won that under 25. Now about a year and a half ago.
Yeah, there you go, Beck. And they come to the big leagues much more prepared strategically. They do everything together.
Yep. Hard. Top 4. Hard, you gotta go. Hard.
Oh, that's curling early.
Hard everything. Hard, you gotta go. Hard, yep. Hard. Okay. The first or the second?
I think if I listened to you correctly, it was 27 first-timers here. Is that correct? Did I hear you say that correctly?
No,
No,
I didn't say that at all.
I think it was.
Thank you, Vic.
I think it is. Well, I'll take credit now. It's 27, I believe, first-timers. And just look at the skips here who are making their debuts, throwing that fourth stone, albeit Haley Armstrong and Kelsey Calvert. Kelsey Rock, of course, her maiden name when she was a Canadian and world champion. But the number of players here, the average age now, I think, is just under 30.
It is. It's phenomenal. It's 29.93. The average age last year was 32.59. And I would hazard a guess if you look the year before, it would be even higher. So this is a great example of where that transition from juniors to women's is really making its mark.
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever you do, Russ, do not calculate the average age in this booth, okay?
Okay, all right. Stay away from that one.
Yeah, stay away from that, would you, please?
I'm outside the booth.
I'll just say you're welcome.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks
Bring
for
it all down.
Bring it all down a little bit. Thanks.
When you look, though, at, the two teams playing right now, Manitoba Laws, it's only the third end, but they've had the broom in the right spot 9 times out of 10 this game. They're learning from each shot. They've made a lot of nice, precise hit and rolls, and this is why you see the lopsided scoreboard. It's just, honestly, it's experience and knowing how to play these games.
That was their key, wasn't it? For BC is learn in a hurry, figure out the rocks, figure out the spots in the ice, because Caitlin's going to do it sooner.
Well, they got an opportunity here. If you can get in there and lock it on and get it down, and it'll just over curl and slide underneath. Shot rock still belongs to Laws.
Team Laws played with these rocks at the trials too, so that wouldn't hurt.
It's nice speed here. Yeah.
This is one of those freezes, Russ, where anything light is fine. The last thing you can do is bounce off and leave a double for Reese Hansen to sit two. Celine will be thinking of her tolerance here.
Yeah, this is not heavy.
Not quite tight. We're late. Whoa. Want me to hook that or no?
No, just let it sit.
Okay.
Sit.
It's sweet. It's okay. Sorry. It's okay. It opens up ours. They can't get rid of it. Yeah, we could play the hit and roll.
Love the throw.
Play the hit and roll. Oh. Off their top one, but
It's a little scary.
better roll this way. Underneath or far. How do we get that? I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, great point. You don't like raising the red onto your own yellow, but it's the only way to get at that shot rock.
3/4 high, 7/8 high.
I actually like it in this situation. You hit it a little thick, the yellow disappears, and then you're in trouble. But you could peel the guards, but then it exposes the only rock you have in the rings. You need some points. This double peel's made and doesn't hit anything else. Caitlin just simply hits the yellow one.
Okay. We can hold it for you. Yeah. Let's make it.
Where are they going with this? Red, yellow onto what?
Onto the red, top
red?
12,
Top
I
red?
think.
Close.
Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
Good.
Wendy.
Not quite the way they drew it up, but great result.
You ready, Kathy?
I am.
Okay, Quebec and Nova Scotia playing in the third.
Tough for Taylor Stevens. I listened in on them, and they can play that double, but she said we're giving up a steal if we do because of the red stone that's at the back of the 4. It is Quebec line 3. This is a draw. It is a shot that she has struggled with so far this game and needs to be precisely in the 4-foot to score.
So one of those that is making their debut as a skip, the entire team, in fact, making their debuts here out of the Halifax Curling Club.
Yep. Hard key. Hard, roll it off. Yep. Go.
What are you going to get?
Great weight.
Not quite.
2.
1,
Yeah.
2, it looks like.
It does.
There's another one that just overcurled a fraction at the last second. We've seen that in our game too, and that was made if you get it by.
Steal of 2 for Quebec in 4-10.
Nice little chance all of a sudden. That's buried, that yellow one.
That one's buried. Yeah.
Even.
Right? Just has a lot of rings to open draw. I know.
Yeah, still roll pretty good. Yeah.
Hasn't thrown as good.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Exactly. 10-5.
Yeah.
Roll J.
Team Canada extending their lead. They got a 3 in the first, another 3 in the third, 6-1. And Ontario up by a couple on the territories.
Not borderline like.
Sounds a little silly to say, but I'm very impressed with this team that's down 4-0. They were very close to getting 2 last end. Did not play a great first end, no question. The 3 runbacks weren't even close, but their demeanor's fantastic, Joe.
Well, that's what we were talking about first end too. If you're going to commit to this style of play, this is something that might happen on the scoreboard. They could have gone top 4 first end, maybe blank the first 2 or 3 ends, but this is how you learn and develop, and I'm impressed with them too.
Okay.
Roll it.
And we'll roll it in to sit the 2. Taylor Reese Hansen.
10-5.
What's that?
10-5. Selena through.
Gonna wait if you're on. Heel? Okay.
Might have been better to nose that, and the double would be very risky. Now the doubles for somebody of Caitlin Law's skill set is very makeable. Get it right in the center line, basically.
This one should come up a hair. Got it, Caitlin?
Yeah, let's go after it. Spins out, just throw it through. I think so.
Yes. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard.
Ball, Selena.
That center line. Can't get off it.
So there you go.
You're right where you need it to be. And the center line.
Couple of awkward rolls. Missing the double here.
I think, we watch a lot of curling, and everybody's in turn for the most part, unless they decide to set it a lot, gets a little bit more curl. It's just the way you naturally throw it. You get a little more curl with the in turn than the out turn set. And these rocks, don't forget, are freshly sanded, and quite a few in turns over curl.
Just a little extra bite at the end is what we're seeing.
Just a hair, isn't it?
Well, she wrote in her yearbook after grade 12, I want to go to the Scotties. And so here she is, Taylor Reese Hansen, with an open draw for 2 to cut the lead in half.
Got to really go.
Oh boy, come on now, get it to the rings. Got to get it there, ladies. Come on.
We're okay.
Get it there. Oh, there you go.
Wow.
For 2. Taylor made for BC to get a couple.
It felt like it was sticking in my hand, and
The Scotties to 1982, and the final was Nova Scotia's Colleen Jones, who played Dorothy Rose of Manitoba. It was played in Regina. Game would go back and forth, tied in the 10th, and with the last draw, Jones would score 1 for the championship. Colleen Jones, along with her sisters Barbara, Monica, Kay Smith, they win the first ever Scotties in 1982 as she becomes the youngest skip to win the event. The final was 8-7. And, Colleen Jones, while we were in Halifax for the trials, passed away. And again, we send our sympathy to her family. But we remember now a remarkable life and career of Colleen Jones. And what a moment it was, of course, that week, of course, in Halifax with the black team. And the inspiration that they took from her that entire week, riding it all the way to the final before losing to as we welcome you back on this Friday night, opening night of the Scotties. And 2 points will go a long way for BC. As once again here in this fourth, it'll be Manitoba that has last rock. They have the hammer playing in the red stone.
Plan B here, I believe. I think they were trying to freeze. Now they're trying to get it by. They really go to get it by.
What stands out for me in that loss to Rachel Holman, of course, was that when the game was out of reach, it was a best of three, of course, and they were very close. It was black in that first, but in the second, when the game got out of reach, the crowd rose to its feet. And she goes down there to throw her last as Christina. And then Jill Brothers is standing in the house with the brush down, and her tears are coming down because the love that that city and that arena at that moment had for that team, yeah, that's something that will stay with a lot of us.
One of the best crowds I've ever seen, but they're so knowledgeable and they were so fair. They didn't pick a team.
Incredible.
Obviously, Christina Black, they were living and dying in every shot, but you saw a good shot anywhere on all four sheets. Up went the crowd.
Yeah, and you even heard from Team Holman after that game. They felt supported by that crowd. There was just such a wonderful vibe in that arena, such a celebration of Canadian curling.
But you think about the memorable moments of the last couple of years and where they have been. Halifax for one, and the other one would have been Sydney.
That's right.
Right, and the World Championship there.
I don't hate that. Okay. That was our first.
Oh, yes.
Can you
Not
play
to
here?
this week. They are snow westers.
No, this is okay.
Southern Ontario.
I don't know what she said.
She said a sliver low zone.
Okay.
Just get to the inside left side of this top red one if you can with a bit of speed. Both reds will disappear. Might be able to get underneath here. Looks like there's enough room. This is over curled a few times.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. 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 See. Yep. No roll. Ah, shit. Okay. Had to go a little more. Sorry.
They thought it was going to roll under. They just overbrushed it a tad.
Yeah, try to make the double and then peel.
And Taylor threw her last one in this spot in the second end, and it actually curled a lot more than they expected hogline in. So I think they just got caught in that spot.
Like that.
Still a pretty good result, though.
Yeah, I still think it's might clip it, but feel.
Those line calls, you can really get caught because, like you said, the
Got it?
Taylor's didn't curl enough in the second end. So then you just, as a third, Megan goes, well, wait a minute, this spot, does this, does that. But you really have to pick up on the actual speed compared to the other one you looked at.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Stuffed it at the back, and they're sitting two is BC without last rock.
Top button. Top button. Hey.
Yeah, a little bit more. Like 2 feet more than what I gave you coming this way.
Give us a 3 feet more even is okay.
First real opportunity for Team Reese Hansen to put some pressure on Laws. I'd love to get a good one in here.
Got to get it pretty deep, like a top 4 foot dead buried leaves an awfully easy double. You might want to go right to the pin here.
Back close.
Yeah, I just don't want to be deep and leave a freeze.
Right.
Line's good. Top four. Line's good. Easy line. Top button. Whoa. You got a bit of room right now. Top button.
We're way out there.
Whoa, Kim's rock.
Top button. T-line. We can't.
Well then.
Oh, this is too deep.
Okay. I
We're
think
back
you just gotta
four.
carve it.
Back 4.
Carve it. Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. 14-2.
Okay.
And just behind the T line, it slides. Well, there is the chief ice technician, Mike Merklinger. And picked up a lot of the traits of his father, Dave. And you were saying that they put this ice in freshly, right?
Yeah, just specifically for this event, so that normally you come in and you're inheriting hockey ice where it's not even close to being level from all the skating around the nets and stuff. So He got it dead level right off the bat, and it's a beautiful surface.
Selena Nigovan.
And one of the things I loved is that he said that there was not going to be a difference between when the teams practiced and what they're playing on tonight. Usually there is a dramatic difference as the ice starts to straighten out. But anybody practicing earlier today is not going to be surprised by anything tonight.
And if you've been with us through our season of champions, whether it be the points bet, the pre-trials, the trials, these are the stones. These are the new stones purchased by Curling Canada. They are the same kind of stone that is being used at the Olympics. And so some teams will have more of a familiarity with them than others.
Close. I thought it was close. Yep, hard line. Easy line. 2 line. 2 line. Back 4. Lean. Back 8. Lean. Yep. Back 4. Yep, gotta go.
Update for you, Ontario against the Territories.
Well, this Haley Armstrong team comes in with a very big reputation of being a very strong hitting team, but it has been the draw weight in this particular end that has set them up so well. They are line 2. This is a draw for 3, but does need the hearts.
Out of the Whitby Curling Club, this is her fourth draw. She's been perfect on her 3 previous. The last time an Ontario team won a championship was Rachel Holman. That was in St. Catharines in 17. Now remember, of course, you're playing for your province. You're also playing as a Canadian champion. Holman has won numbers since then, but as an Ontario team, wow, what a draw. That's another one. 4 perfect draws, and that 4th leads to a 3.
Whoops. Couple stuffs this in.
I did think that would come off a
Let
little
them
bit.
off the hook. That was a nice chance to build up a deuce at least. Yeah, Ontario, in fact, you look back, I watched quite a bit of their provincials, and they get down in the C. It was a triple knockout down in C way too early, and they actually won 5 sudden death games.
And swept it the whole way top 12. Okay.
4 of them got nail biters, and so they're well seasoned when it comes to the pressure.
Incredible for the confidence, especially first time skipping in this event for Armstrong.
Now, she did say when she got down early, one of the things that when you're in that seaside, but the fact that she played all the time, she says when other people sat, we got to know the ice as it was changing, and she benefited by that.
It's a long week, though, and you get down that early and you get your backs against the wall, and it's it's the old see you later in the seaside. And they beat some good teams to get here.
Taylor's just trying to make a lightweight tap on shot rock here. Try to get to the nose, get under cover. Looks a little bit heavy.
Hard on the red. Hard. Whoa, leave it. That's good. Okay, good. Okay.
Both teams fighting that in-turn. It's either you pointed a bit, as you were saying, it goes where you tell it to go. You pointed a bit, it's gone. And if you float it out there, you've got to be really soft weight to get in curl.
Roll right over. Yeah, she'd have that back or just draw for now. My first thought was a draw. And if she ever gets to nose, it's a little scary. I don't hate this though. Yeah, if we're drawing, I'd love to get to like
Yeah, that
here.
was my thought. If we're drawing, we have to get frozen.
Yeah.
Which I think we can.
Yeah, I think we got to go this way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's play it. Okay, this is that path that we took right through the draw.
Yeah.
Do you like here?
Like a little bit less. We got to get across the button.
You got it.
Your loss, you just want to make sure that you score this end. Giving up a steal, all of a sudden you've only got a 1-point lead. A 4-point lead essentially erased.
Get like a piece on
I
it.
like this call though. Lock a good freeze on. You might have a chance at 2.
You'd love to hit it, roll Barry, but you can't. It's going to stick on that back red.
You're talking 5 feet of curl here, Russ.
Yes, minimum, because I think Caitlin's actually hoping to get to the left side of that center line. Yeah, it's just a great surface.
Top button.
It's one of the first events I've ever seen, Briar or Scotties, where the practice throws are similar to the game 1 throws.
Well, Quebec with more pressure on the team from Nova Scotia.
Yeah, Taylor Stevens tried a run back on her first one. She made the run back, but left that red stone that is shot, lying shot. And on the final stone, Julianne tried to guard that run back again. That would be the only way that Taylor Stevens could guard 2 or score 2, and she didn't guard it fully, but enough to take it away. This is the force, looking for a chunk of the 4-foot.
Struggling out of the gate here, just 61% so far is Taylor Stevens. Nova Scotia's last win was Colleen Jones in 2001. And won it in. Very nice. Throw the numbers away.
That's always coming into something, right?
What do you mean?
Like if we show her there.
No, I think that's terrible. Doesn't it just fly?
There. Yeah.
I mean, we almost have to get like totally buried.
I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Like, is it
Tolerance is to stop
even
what?
if
Like
you're
top here?
Yeah, I was thinking even top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, if we can get fully buried top. Honestly, like this leaves
That was
her the
fine.
draw,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
At least that's, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well thought out. It shorts the play here for
you got
sure. It's not much Caitlin can do on the right-hand side, getting at that yellow BC rock. So deep here lets Caitlin Laws off the hook.
Miss Joe, one of the
Top
things
eight
that,
open is okay.
and I consider it like it's curling speak,
If we're top button, we've
because
gotta be
the
completely
average
buried
person,
or-
so you talk to
behind
Taylor Reese Hansen and say, so what do you do? And she goes, well, we follow the process. What the heck does that mean? Following the process. What do you think it means?
Honestly, it's when you're sitting in the hack, it's not thinking about have to make, oh, I'm playing bad, or this is, can't miss it this way. It's just you stay with your pre-shot routine, you think about your leg drive, you think about your release, and you just stick with that on every single rock.
Line's good, guys. Line's good.
Because she did say, Kathy, that they don't get ahead of themselves.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, Joe's bang on. This team is a team that lives in the moment. They're not thinking about what the result will be. The job of the person in the hack is to throw the right weight at the broom and then let the results go. It's when you, for example, start thinking about what you're going to eat after the game, you lose your focus.
Yeah, well.
You did talk about fries all the way up here.
Oh, geez, somebody, that was the, we get in the elevator and all you can smell is fries and malt vinegar and you're going, oh, please.
Yeah, he's out of the process, guy.
I know. I use this example.
And then she just overthrows it.
Yeah, both skips struggling a little bit with the path of the button here. Caitlin's came up late. It surprised the sweepers, though. Laura and Kristen didn't sweep it end to end by any means. And that just slid a little better than they expected it to. See so much curl. Sometimes I think you need a bit of extra weight.
I think it was good, hey?
Yeah, I like the line.
Yeah, okay.
Right on the tee.
Remember how close the draw to the button for last rock was, less than 2 centimeters. Caitlin Laws was 20.8 centimeters away.
Piece of the button.
There's so much backing there. If you can lock something in here.
Line's great, right on the tee. Line's great. Piece of the button.
I'll just stay down unless you tell me not to.
Right
Boy,
on
look
the
at how
tee.
far it has to go. Look where it is. And they want to get it to the button.
Easy. Good, guys. That a girl. Nice.
And there they are for the single. Wow. To your point, there's lots of late movement on this ice. Kristen Gordon throws the lead stones for the Laws team out of the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg as we welcome you back. Opening night of this, the 45th anniversary of the Scotties and the 66th Canadian Women's Curling Championship. From Mississauga, Ontario, and the Paramount Fine Foods Center. As I mentioned, home to the Raptors 905 of their the G League. It's also hosted the Canadian Figure Skating Championships, and during the 15 Pan Am Games in Toronto, they were hosting events here. We go to the 5th, and it is 5-2, Laws leading, and it is the team from BC, skipped by Taylor Reese Hansen, who does have last run. Have the Hammer playing the Yellowstone.
Come around. Whoa. Oh my God. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry.
14-3.
What's the apology for?
That was the
Well, they
last
were,
for 2
sorry,
minutes.
Joe, they were trying to put it there, and it just took a different route. It got a little bit wide, a little bit heavy, and they were thinking it was going to go around everything, ticks the guard, and plan D rolls it right in where they want it. That's why they were saying sorry.
Why she wasn't calling curl matter.
I find myself apologizing a lot, so I was wondering. I just
There's a reason for you.
Yeah. More than one.
oh, golly. Wow.
I forgot about the floor. And I let it go. I'm like, I think it's there, guys.
Yeah,
It's
no.
okay.
I was like, I'm going to not get off this.
Just an inch high. Yep. This out turn. Super high. Nose is okay. Nose is really close. Okay.
Joe, are you sometimes
It's the same spot I threw.
so surprised
Yeah. Okay. Good. We got it.
that you don't believe the curl? You know, just at that point in time, I think they were surprised by where that stone ended up, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, maybe we just need to believe a little more.
I think sometimes it's when there's this much curl, the rocks just slow down a little bit more than you're expecting them to. Like they run down the sheet, everything looks fine, and as soon as they start to curl, they're moving sideways more than forwards, essentially. So you just have to be a little bit more aggressive on the sweep.
You know, freshly sanded stones in that last 3 feet, in a lot of cases, it's going at a 45-degree angle. It's hard to judge the exact amount of curl when it finishes.
And that's something that all the teams in the field will adjust to as the event progresses, and those stones will glide a little bit better as they get more worn in.
Whoa. Curl. Curl. Throw a corner on the other side. Yeah.
BC feels very comfortable with red, yellow, red combo later on, that the yellow can stay and the reds can fly. So they're actually going to throw a corner guard here.
I like this call rest. They're also going to put it on the other side of the sheet. Again, force your opponent to look at a different shot.
We gotta go. This is late.
Might get a miss just on the broom in the first game of the event.
One.
You heard them say we really got to go here on this stone from Kim Bonneau.
We heard the one that's really not
Yeah,
deep
far as
enough
it
to
goes.
hide
Yep,
something
yep,
that
yep.
can't be chased.
Okay. That's good. Okay.
Okay, good.
17-7. Okay. Good sleep.
Yeah, and this is a situation where if the peel gets flashed or nosed, it really won't help Team BC.
Curl. 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 Good sweep.
Good.
Nice sweep. Thanks.
It's always tough to know when to go here. I think Team BC at some point, to their advantage, they want to play that red raise later, because then there'll be multiple shots at a double. But you can't wait too long here. Caitlin will change gears and guard it.
Back to Ontario against the Territories. 6-1, Ontario leads it.
Well, and a big chance to pull within a couple. This is a draw for 3. Haley Armstrong made a key hit and roll out on her first. That allowed Nikki Kaufman to hit to lie 3, and she did. And the double attempt by Haley did not work out, only got 1. So paint for 3 and to bring herself back into this game.
Wow, good. Out of the Yellowknife Curling Club, Nikki Kaufman. She makes her home in Edmonton, one of the debutantes. Out of the University of Alberta, where she represented the Pandas in 3 CIS tournaments.
Good. Clean. Yep. Yes. Hard. Right to it. Right out.
Oh dear, and over far enough. Yeah, they'll drag it over there. A belated 34th happy birthday for Selena Negevin. I wasn't going to mention it, but then I slipped out. I'm sorry, Selena. Never talk about a woman's age. But
I did see you get more.
happy birthday.
You're so thorough, Vic. You have all the details in that notebook of yours.
And I wasn't supposed to. Dear me.
Yeah. Thinking this one would finish, and it just finished a little more than I thought it would. Okay.
Yeah, there you go. That's the just getting a little more finish.
Yeah. There, exactly. And not all these teams are used to that either. You know, the arena conditions, freshly sanded stones. It can fool you. It really can.
And I want to go back to something that you said, Russ, earlier, which is that Caitlin Laws has played with these rocks. When we started the beginning of the year with these profile stones that are higher and fatter than the other stones, teams said that it took them a little bit to get used to. Reese Hansen has not had a chance to play with them.
Yeah, great point.
Well, easy. Well, we're going to run out of rings here. Well,
We're okay.
Look at this.
Oh, nice shot.
Is that ever nice? Using what you've got and tucking it in behind.
Great spot.
nice throw.
Megan McGilvery.
Double.
Yeah. I like the chase.
Be pretty gradual.
Yeah.
Feel like solid hack.
Hack with this. You got enough?
I guess
I
not
think
up
it's
3.
enough. Yeah.
Okay, you got it.
Well, they picked up one, Manitoba did, in that fourth. And it was this draw, albeit if you don't go heavy, Taylor Reese Hansen, this shot may not.
Oh, no question, Beck. You had to be light with Reese Hansen's shot. But Caitlin makes a good one here. Her first one is top 8. It was supposed to be top button on an inside line. She had to go wider here. She'd been light twice. I thought she might be heavy. She figured it out perfectly.
And that was for the single. And that is our key shot. And is brought to you by BKT Tires. Growing together.
Talk about precision with that draw to the button. Caitlin's going to need some more precision here. That come around by Megan McGilvery was almost perfect. She has a little sliver available. The broom will be a guess here.
Nice soft weight here. It should finish.
Hard, Kristen, hard.
Kristen Gordon hard on it and as well. And a little pat on the back from Laura Walker as they kept it off the guard.
Thank you. I'm so giving you a pat on the back.
Yikes.
Oh my God, just what took me out. Nice shot. Good sweep.
There you go.
Just how I saw her guard station there, I was like, I don't want to.
Stay with the top red.
This will come up here.
Kathy's point, playing with these rocks, veteran team communicating early on that one. They saved that. That was starting to go.
Yeah, and the weight was perfect,
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Hard shot.
As the redness disappears from Kristen's face.
Talk about heads-up sweeping, though. Kristen said she saw how the guard finished, so she didn't want to lift her broom up. You lift your broom there, you miss the shot.
Fantastic.
I think all 4 people highly engaged here for Team
Felt
Laws.
like I was hair solid, but it wasn't at all. It came off.
I'm finding they're actually not killing them like we thought earlier.
Yeah.
Like, there was one
A
of
bit
theirs
of
that-
weight here to remove both reds and try to roll over to stop a yellow double.
Well, not a great debut for Taylor Reese Hansen. Jolien Fortin is the top rookie skip at 86% so far in this opening draw. And look at that spin back to sit the 2, and they do have last rock, BC.
I wanted to roll a hair farther for obvious reasons. There's a half rock double for somebody like Laws, but pretty good shot.
And speaking of Ms. Fortin, here she is against Nova Scotia.
And this is a potential of 3 or 4. That yellow stone that you see that is shot was a really nice shot by Taylor Stevens, hitting a stone on the other side of the house and rolling over. But you can see if you run that red one straight back and manage to double out the 2 yellows, huge points at play.
Potential steal too, Kath. You know, you get it out in the high side here.
Mentioned that she is the top rookie skip. In fact, she's the best skip on the ice right now at 86%. Carrie Einarson is at 85 presently. Watching Laws 2, gets 2. She does. Oh dear.
Well, she didn't make it, but what a good heads-up call to call whoa at the end to make sure that you roll your shooter and score.
And she picks up the single, so goes to the break, up 6-2.
Yeah. 10-5. Yeah. I think it's a little back here.
Caitlin missed one of these by a millimeter a couple ends ago. No mistake there. Beautiful. Always been one of the best hitters, Joe. Caitlin.
Yeah, and those are the types of shots you just expect her to make. They haven't necessarily been automatic for her the last couple of seasons, but that's a really good sign for this team early in this event.
Be careful here now. It's a simple shot against 3, but anything down with an out in turn could really hook here.
Queen. Yep.
McKenzie with the brush.
Queen, you're good.
McGillivray with the call, and there it is to the nose for 1. And so we are midway through on this opening night. The Scotties, Laws leads it.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
Out of the Heather Curling Club, Caitlin Laws with the lead as we go to the break, as they settle with Marcel Rock, their coach, the 4-time Canadian, 3-time world champion. And the numbers after 5, Joe.
Team Laws and their experience is really showing through early in this game with 3 in that first end. Reese Hansen showing they weren't afraid to mix it up, but they couldn't get out of trouble, missing on their run back attempts. Had to settle for 3 though when Caitlin came up light on that draw for 4. And in the 5th, Caitlin with a beautiful third of a rock double to shut down the 2 attempt that was building for Reese Hansen. So that's why you see a 2-point lead here for Team Laws with the hammer into that second half of the game. Huge edge for Selena Negevin over Megan McGillivray, over 20%. But McGillivray made a nice draw in that 5th end, so she could be turning things around.
BC, they are out of the Victoria Curling Club. Interestingly enough, all 4 players from different parts of the country. Kitimat, BC, Victoria, Calgary. That's Bonneau. She's originally from Abbotsford, or from Abbotsford, so that's how she qualifies. And Mackenzie out of Edmonton. We are at the Paramount Fine Foods Center.
We know going into it, every single team is going to be a good team. So we have to go out there and we have to play really well against every single team. But we've been here before. We know what to expect. And we're going to put all the distractions behind us and just focus on our curling. And I think that's what we need to do to win the game.
This one we had a little bit more time to prepare, didn't have to play provincials, and we could just train hard, really put our practices into our gameplay, and we've found our groove, I think.
And that will be our featured game when we join you tomorrow to start day 2 of the Scotties. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Krista Sharp from Northern Ontario to the Fort William Curling Club against Kayla Skurlik from the Garrison in Calgary. For Sharp, it's a 5th straight appearance. Last year was so disappointing for them. In Thunder Bay, they got off to a terrible start, losing their first 4 and just could not recover. She is a 2-time finalist. And for Skurlik, of course, had a wonderful, absolutely brilliant season a couple of years ago. They were 58-24. But then this past year, they were 21-29. It was those early points from 2 years ago that got them into the field. So that is our feature tomorrow, Northern Ontario against Alberta's Kayla Skurlik. Welcome back on this Friday night. Night 1 of our coverage, the Scotties from Mississauga, Ontario. 5-3, Manitoba. Laws leads it. And they do have last rock. They have the hammer playing the red stick.
hear
thought
Team
was
BC
inside.
saying we got to get to the inside on that. That's the secret.
Okay.
You roll high side. That happened in the first and gave up nearly a 4.
Gotta be nose. Tolerance is a
Got to
little
miss it on
tight.
the inside if possible.
Yeah, tolerance is top 12. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's make it. Think you can. Let's lock it on. Yeah. Max.
That is close.
Good. Heavy.
Top four.
Oh, then.
Oh, then curl, then curl. T-line.
Yep, all the way.
Little up.
Yep, you really got to go here. Hard to touch it.
Hard.
Well, straight. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're already there.
It was just heavy.
Yeah.
Okay.
14-3.
Okay.
All right, so you handicap. Go back to what you said about winning the games that you need to win and looking at teams that you think you should beat. And gosh, based on what Fortin is playing tonight, well, you might have thought Laws would Armstrong, Stevens, then you got Einarson. Now you get down to the bottom and you've got Scoffin, Kaufman, and finally Campbell, who's idle tonight. This is not an easy pool.
No, not at all. No question about it. You know, there's this much curl. Teams can bail themselves out with some great draws.
Yeah, I think we have to for now. Okay, 10-5.
And keep in mind now, there are no tiebreakers. Top 3 advance. And if there is a tie, then you use head-to-head. Any loss is a big loss. And right up next, she's got Jolene Campbell, who's very experienced, of course. For Campbell, this will be her 4th Scotties. Skipped here before. And then look at who she closes against. Einarson in the very last round.
Hard curl, hard.
Maybe 9-5.
Okay, just rolling out.
As we touched on in
I
the
got
opening
okay
too,
weight.
Beck,
She's just wide.
there's a couple teams, I'll throw them under the bus that shouldn't beat the 2 teams we're looking at. There's a team like Einarson that maybe you should beat. So if both these teams in Sheet C tonight, BC and Manitoba, if they lose to Einarson, which is possible, they beat the teams they're supposed to beat, it's a really small round robin. There's only 3 or 4 teams in the mix to get that 2nd and 3rd spot if you give the 4-time champion the 1st spot. So by losing this game, maybe it's at this point BC, they have to beat Laws by 2 to get ahead of her, and that's almost impossible.
But you just have to think back to the trials in December in Halifax.
Yeah.
And Skurlik, who was nowhere to be found. And who does she knock off but Carrie Einarson, right? I mean, it just goes to show you that on any given day, we know that can happen. But
Well, that's the
Rachel
reality.
Holman, pardon me, she beat Rachel Holman, not Einarson. My apologies.
Right.
But it just goes to show you, in that matchup, you would have never, you'd have lost a lot of money.
And that's the reality of an event like this. Is it is a marathon. The teams arrive Wednesday, media day Thursday. You're finally playing Friday, but Pool B doesn't play till tomorrow.
Right.
So there's a lot of waiting and excitement and all of that mental exhaustion. And then you get into the meat and potatoes of the thing when you're actually playing. You've got an 8-game round robin, and everyone gets better as the week progresses. So maybe teams that you didn't quite highlight on the score sheet, those teams show up to play, and that's when fatigue starts to come in. Physically, mentally, it is a grind of a week.
It's when you play somebody, right? Do you get their best effort or their 8th best effort? You never know.
Right to it. Sweet. Right out. Nice. Ding, give you a little lot.
One more.
Caitlin's happy with this 2 up with, keeping it as simple as possible. The angles are beautiful. That red that's frozen for Laws should stay there, and the yellow is gone with any speed at all.
Tight.
Easy line.
Okay, line's good.
Tight. 2/3.
Curl.
Keep a room down.
Curl.
Tight.
Curl.
Yep, curl the whole way. Yep.
Hard.
Yep, hard cross center. Yep. Keep going. Cross center. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, good.
17.
Well, all the games have passed the midway point. We're going to Canada against Yukon.
And a really big shot by Carrie Einarson on her first, was facing 2, made a double to lie to, and Bailey Scoffin was trying to play a freeze on her final stone, and it is not frozen. There's about a 3-foot gap. Chance for 3.
Watch the jam. Oh, and settle down.
10-4. Weight was good.
And it will. There you are. 3 it is.
It's 3s in a row. 3 times when she's had hammer, she scored 3.
Yeah, there's a steal of 1 there in the middle of all that.
It's a really efficient hammer. Getting 3 every time. Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully it stays. Okay. 9-5. Okay. Yeah, should be close. You got it.
Looks like a 10-5 or 9-5.
I think we got to do this now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 9-5 because 10-5s aren't really killing him.
Yeah.
7-8 high side, I think, is the perfect spot.
Okay, and sorry, what will roll together?
9-5.
I heard they're thinking 10-5. They've decided to go 9-5, 1 second harder, hog to hog. It's just a little firmer hit weight. And you heard the reason why they're not really flying out. And these new stones, they're not quite as dense as the old ones. So the hitting and rolling is a little bit more difficult to remove more rocks. Just a fraction less speed. They absorb a little bit of energy when they hit.
They want to make sure that they kill shot rock here.
Hard curl. Hard.
There, the red one went nowhere.
Okay. My weight was... I got a 10. Oh.
Well, it's something we've talked about. You know, the stones have been so lively. You would hit it anywhere and it would end up on the next sheet. Now it seems to me you have to be a little bit more exactio on where you hit it.
Yeah, and I think that's a good thing.
What was it, 2 or something? And it curled really nice.
Yeah, forces a little bit more precision out of the teams.
I like this.
Yeah, and if you get into a massive trouble, you can throw it really hard and with the old stones and make up for a lot of sins, right? You can change an end around in a hurry. Now you got to really earn it.
10-5.
Yours didn't do much here at all.
No, it's gradual.
I haven't really thrown the speed yet, so I'll just try and feel it. If anything, it probably feels the hair better than...
Agreed. Like you're kicking a little slower. Yeah.
Dead on, it'd be a fairly flat double. Maybe roll a hair left.
Caitlin Laws.
Any roll.
And nothing.
Shoot. 10-5. Great weight.
Too flat, or is it there?
It's there, but you don't want to hit the backside of that second one.
I think tight ice it here. I like it. You got it.
You can get the double thick, but it's one of those ones that if you get it a little thin this way, you could hit it on the bottom half, kicks that in that way. So you've got to get it pretty thick, and we talked about these rocks. You know, you're not going to get quite as much action, so you got to get it at least there to get it underneath that yellow one. So probably a thick half, therefore has to be thrown quite hard.
Okay. Sight down.
These are the type that, because of this stone that's not quite as lively, can be missed. It's coming pretty hard.
Taylor Reese Hansen. Juliana McKenzie. Here we go. Bang. Oh, and there you go. Now you need to spill a little bit more. And they got away with it.
Okay.
Not quite as it hangs on the back. Oh, my.
Ah, shoot. Really close.
Yeah. Okay.
I thought it was going.
Good sweep.
Tough, too, but that's exactly what we thought. You hit it way thicker, you might not have the speed. So a little too thin and jammed it on that yellow.
Okay.
I think you take this on, Joe.
Oh, yeah. And I think you play it conservatively to get your one, ensure the one.
I knew around center line it would be a little, yeah. And then I slid a sliver tight, and I was like, okay, don't do it. And I still didn't do it too bad, but it was just enough.
It just ran where you threw it.
Yeah.
Still great conversations to have.
Yeah, I'll take
Taylor's just talking about hair tight, so she fixed it a little bit on release, straightened the rock out a little bit, and that made it run extra straight. That's why they hit it a bit thinner than they wanted to.
Kayla's got to nail the right speed here. You could come to the nose here in a big hurry.
Great opportunity to extend the lead up 5-3 as we play here in 6.
Forward, lean, just forward. Well, lean, coming on. Well, clean, well, curl.
Now help it over. Kristen Gordon. Push it past. Oh, very nice. Well thrown. Well managed. Caitlin Laws, Manitoba. They pick up 2 more. Well, last summer I had the privilege of making a presentation to the Aurelia Soldiers Memorial Hospital of $55,000 for their natal intensive care unit, their NICU unit, bringing the Sandra Schmerler Foundation to more than $10 million raised and donated to hospitals across the country. And of course, the first Sunday of every Scotties is Sandra Schmerler Day. And this Sunday will mark the 25th anniversary of the foundation. And as mentioned, $10 million has been raised, helping some 90,000 babies and their families right across the country. Last year, raising $1.25 million in Thunder Bay. And already the phones are open. You can make a donation right now in support of neonatal care centers across the country. But remember, Sunday will be again Sandra Schmerler Day here at the Scotties.
Yeah, just a tiny sliver.
And I was saying to you, Joe, that it's remarkable now how far these incubators are almost space age. So as a nurse, the incubator might be below you and you'd have to reach down. Well, it's now on hydraulics and it lifts up. And then it's all, the temperatures are all computer controlled. And the lids lift so you don't have to pull them. It's really, as I say, space age.
It's incredible.
It is. And it was my privilege to be there at Soldiers Memorial in Aurelia, where I live. And we thank the Sandra Schmerler Foundation. 7-3. Manitoba and Laws lead it. BC now with Last Rock. They have the hammer. Playing the Yellowstones here in 7.
Well thrown rock from Caitlin Laws there, Joe. That was one of those shots. They hadn't been over that far, in turn inside out. It had to be a wee bit of pebble there. You had to high side it. You didn't want to roll out. It would have been easy. I would have been easy to throw that not hard enough. Gets caught in the pebble and you nose it. Really good throw. Made a great chase the end before. Caitlin's,
yeah, a lot of
she's reading the ice.
Early signs point to Caitlin being the Caitlin Laws that we've grown to expect at all of these events.
We can go 2/3 with them. Sure. Let's make sure we stick to shooter.
It's important to take those shots on as the skip, even though there's some guesswork maybe happening and potentially something could go wrong. That 2 on the scoreboard is huge. That puts this game almost out of reach for Team BC.
Yeah, I think some teams would have, with the lead, they would have just taken the single and kept it, a 6-3 lead. But beautiful shot.
Hard gotta go. Hard gotta go. Hard. 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 You're holding it. Hard. Hard. Okay. Hard. 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 Okay.
Well, look at this. Nova Scotia has a chance to score big.
They really do, and part of that is from Taylor Stevens first. She played a hit to lie 2, but more importantly, she moved the Quebec stone out into the open. And for Joliane on her final, she was trying to play a tap to lie second shot. She left Nova Scotia 2, but she set up a double. If she hits the inside one first, there is a chance for 5.
Yep. Hard, Kate.
Look at this. Move it a little bit more, a little bit more. And that will be 4-4. So we get our first 4 scored at this year's Scotties, and a big smile from Taylor Stevens out of the Halifax Curling
Not the way
Club.
we drew it up.
They're just 1 year out of juniors, and they thought the Scotties was just so far away. But with Christina Black having that opportunity to qualify through CTRS points, there they have this chance to get here.
Well, and that's what the extra berths does. I mean, obviously, it's a pretty huge field, 18 teams, having the 4 pre-qualified Team Canada, the other top 3 in Canada, but it opens up the provinces for more of the talent to come through. Ontario was happy when Rachel Holman wasn't playing in Ontario provincials anymore because you get more Ontario teams coming through, and that's how you get better.
Brilliant idea, it really is, and it gives us a little bit of chance for some of these teams to grow.
Laura Walker just made a beautiful run back on the corner guard and killed the BC stone that was behind it. So BC's going to change gears here.
Okay. Good throw, Kim. 7-5.
They really have to find a way to score a deuce here, Team BC. Maybe a steal in 8, and you're right back in this thing. Don't want to get forced here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I like that.
The run backs have let them down, in my humble opinion.
Oh, and that was one of the things that she said that were the team strength.
I think that'll come back, though. Honestly, it's sometimes it's learning the surface, seeing exactly what you can do with release to not totally change the trajectory. They'll see more and more and figure out how to throw those.
Hey, Selena. Hair big, Caitlin? Yeah, 9-8. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just back 4. Try and make a pocket.
Okay. Back 4. All right.
Good call
Like
here.
14-5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Move the top on a foot or so. It'd be very difficult to remove the British Columbia rock.
This doesn't look like a lot of ice to me, though, Russ. Back 4, like that's just a heavy draw. We've seen things go sideways. Might not be quite as aggressive with the curl in the middle of the sheet is the only thing I'm thinking.
The intern coming the other way curled, so I'm with you.
Throw it a little down.
I thought it was close.
Okay,
Back
line's
4. Easy line. Back 4. Line's good. Back 4.
Back 8.
Back 8.
Whoa. Clean. Yeah.
Back 8.
Here goes.
Hold it.
Back 8. Clean. Whoa. Curl.
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 Hard.
Hard.
Oh, I touched the red,
This one.
but
Just a fraction heavy. It didn't get that curl.
13-8.
You know, we just pick that out of there.
I think so.
There's not really a way to kind of like
probably back
go into
to
it.
8.
What
Back
do you like? Yeah, she's gonna have that pocket no matter what. At first time, just get rid of it. Feel it out. Yep.
Is this one of those times, Russ, you're Manitoba and you're up 7-3. You know they want to get a deuce. Is Manitoba at the point in time where we don't need anything else in here?
Yeah.
So let's just, as they say, get rid of it.
It happens so many times that, you're sitting 1, sitting 2, sitting 3, you're pretty proud of yourself. Then you go, wait a minute. None of these are helping me. So, yeah, Celine would love to roll this away.
Girl. Yep. Girl. Fine. Clean.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I wasn't hearing her.
That's okay. That was Selena, though.
And rips it, and away it goes.
Leaves the freeze, but what else could you do? You couldn't really ignore that with a 4-point lead.
Same weight. I'll give you a broom last. Just call
Yeah,
it
if
better.
the score was a bit closer, you might have seen the come around. Get there first, utilize that pocket. Then what does BC do? But up by 4, you don't like adding more rocks in the rings.
a little less.
I thought it was
Back
close.
Okay, go.
T-line.
Stay up then. If you're just teeing up.
T-line.
Now, you heard them say a little less, and the last one was about back line.
Hard, you gotta go.
This is at least 4 or 5 feet lighter. That's all. Look how much extra curl they're getting here.
Really hard, Cam. Hard,
You're lucky to get a bye.
Well, they did.
Whoa.
And nestles in.
14-5.
Okay.
That's why it's so important to get the weight right on all these shots. That last one came, the previous one came through the center line as it got to the
Yeah, that's all I
butt.
saw. Yeah, that's kind of what I
Look at that finish, just that 4 feet less speed.
Well, oh, sorry, it was.
Now, would the better shot
14.
been to stay right on top of the shot stone, or are you happy with that, Joe? Or it ended up?
I think you maybe would prefer to sit shot here. But this is going to force some precision out of Caitlin Laws.
I mean, the worst spot for us right now. So
Yeah, anything light, it could overcurl like we just witnessed, and anything deep's a disaster.
They took edge of 4, but
I kind of like this.
Think
They had to
that's close?
sweep it pretty much the whole way to get it by.
yeah. You need a piece of the button, like full floor to sit to.
Okay.
I think it's pretty nice here.
Yeah, we thought so too.
You can be light here if you kind of bury an inch, and then there's no yellow double. The area would be wide open or deep.
Seeing a little light.
Top 12. We're just top 12, Selena. 8. I don't think we're that close. Call.
Top 12, watch this go now.
Just tight. Tight. Roll then, roll.
Going to expose the red one here if it goes much farther.
We bounce off.
No, I don't think we have the speed, Kristen.
Okay.
Just look at the difference in speed. It just curls that much more. That was one where you wanted to use your sweepers. Caitlin was just too far on the other side.
Like we gotta like.
They had a foot more ice than Team BC, but just no speed.
Like, I think as long as we get to nose, it's okay, though, hey? We don't have to move it far, though.
Yeah, I think I still like a bit of a tap.
Okay.
You could ever tap it
Okay,
minimum
back 4.
distance to sit 2.
Yeah.
I think this line will be good for back 4. Yeah, you got it.
Tight ice again.
Yeah. Back 4. Yeah. I think we're just throwing that back 4 weight, like a 42.
T-line
so
does-
like.
I think we
does
still
not
want to
get by.
tap it an inch here.
Yeah, I agree. Just to make sure we get shot.
Whoops. Back 4.
Hopefully we lie too.
So like 14-2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So like a 40. I think 45 will be really close. That's what we got
45?
when you gave us that 14-3.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
close to that.
Yeah. Okay. Sight down. Sight down. Got Max back 8.
Line's good.
Taylor Reese Hansen in the first for the BC skip as we play here in 7.
Back 8. Back
Yep.
line only.
Yes, hard.
Kim Bonneau,
Hard line.
Hard, you gotta go.
Hard. Hard. You got it.
Juliana McKenzie. You got it?
Keep going.
Oh, they're touching their own first, and now they'll spin away. They are the shot stone, however, T-line.
Extremely easy from up here, but that was
man.
minimum ice. That was actually
That
heavier.
did not move like Megs did at all. I don't know.
Yeah, she called us on early. Like we were sweeping it like at least halfway down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was more weight than they wanted. That was back 8, back 12, and it's still over curled.
Well said. Foot less ice than Caitlin took.
What kind of speed were you thinking of?
They had that kind of broom, though, for Megan's rock, so Megan might have a straighter
Yep.
rock.
Yep.
They aren't familiar with these stones. They might not have picked up on a slight difference
I like a little less.
because there was no panic on that out of Taylor's hand.
No.
Has that happened on that rock a few times?
Oh, there we go.
Whoops.
That was our key at the start of the game.
You're feeling pretty good about yourself right now, aren't you?
I really am. Thank you, Vic. Thank you. Oh,
Hey.
what a great start for me.
Yeah, there you go. Wow.
Try to roll under here, Russ?
Yeah, I think so. Don't have to get to the other yellow. Just lock it on your own. Get it
Roll
thick.
enough, you're going to leave a double.
Yes.
Final stone for Caitlin Laws.
Wait, good.
Last win for a Manitoba team at the Scotties was Carrie Einarson in 20. And, oh dear, now. I don't think so. I think you have to play, make the double.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Vic.
Yeah, I think so.
Caitlin got a little fortunate there. She was trying to roll the other way, and she was hoping to go here. If it stopped here, it would have been a very easy double. Now it's a little tougher double, but it's definitely there, right onto there. You don't need a ton of speed. Kick it out that way, get your 2. Must make here. Don't remember too many on this inside out in this tight.
Yeah. We'll just throw the same here. Yeah, it's basically a redirect.
Yeah, I like that.
And you can hit this.
About a quarter?
Yeah, even thinner's fine.
Yeah, quarter. That looks fairly minimum too. I'm not sure what speed they're throwing. 10-second hit, you'd have to rush this thing.
8-5.
Oh, throwing it hard.
Yep. Hard.
Trying to hold it there now is McKenzie, Juliana McKenzie, staying with it, looking for the double to maybe get a couple here. You got one coming over. Oh, and did she go far enough?
9-2.
Is it the single? It looks like it. Got me thinking twice. Yeah, okay, thank you. Selena Negevin confirms just the single. And frustration for BC and Taylor Reese Hansen. Juliana McKenzie makes her home in Edmonton, throwing the lead stones for the British Columbia champions out of Victoria, and skipped by Taylor Reese Hansen. Had to settle for just the single. And so here in 8, it is Manitoba and Caitlin Laws that does have last draw, as the Hammer playing the red stone. I mean, listen, I give them credit. You're down 4-0 after 2. You're fighting your way back. But if you would, Russ, had Reese Hansen made the most of the opportunities, we'd be a lot closer.
Yeah,
in fact, we may be tied, or she might even have a lead.
Yeah, no question. The second end was huge. You make that double, it's 3-2 instead of 4-0. And that last shot there could have been made too. And Caitlin, on the other hand, is kind of not cooperated for BC. Other than the missed draw in the first end, she made a lot of good shots.
Side button. Yeah, that too. Try and corner freeze to the 1 in the 4-foot.
I think so. Yeah. Top 4.
Look at this setup from Kristen Gordon. She is just so clutch at lead. You could almost just walk her rocks down to the other end of the sheet most ends. Maybe a little bit deep on that first. They probably didn't want it quite that close to the button, but her second one's in the absolute perfect spot, lined up perfectly. Any stagger there, Reese Hansen might use it as something to come around. It puts a pile of pressure.
So true, Joe. And you're right. And the degree of difficulty goes off the charts for the front end for BC because of it. And then it might make your team, in this case, Caitlin Laws, throw some easier shots down the line. It makes such a difference.
Whoa, then, whoa. Come around, straight, hard.
They're going to
Keep
sneak
going,
it.
go.
Oh, they do. Oh, look at that finish. There was still a little curl left in that stone.
How good's the surface when you use a guard top button to come around?
And you can get around it. My gosh.
Maybe more importantly for BC, they judge that one properly. All the other times they've tried that shot, it's already wrecked.
Laura Walker.
This is one of those ends, the long guards of no consequence whatsoever. And because of those lead Caitlin Laws rocks, they're still in big trouble, BC. They probably have to guard the entire end for their life here. Such a simple double raise.
Tight. Okay, line's good. 2/3. Okay, got a bit of room.
Full line.
You got room.
Tight. Weight's good.
Let's
line
update
only.
the Team Canada
2/3.
against the Yukon, Kathy.
Well, Carrie's been peeling all in, trying to get to that shot stone that does belong to Bailey Scoffin. Bailey trying to draw into line 2, what was light. And so Carey trying to navigate a port, pick the stone out for a pair.
Get it through. They did. Oh, terrific for three. Great brush there by Carly Burgess. And that will be it. And Einarson will pick up her win.
4 threes every time she had hammer threes.
Best field goal kicker in the CFL.
You bet.
13-4 is your final.
Sorry, it was crafty, guys. I was like, I'm a little wide. Just help it a little. I was like, no.
Lighting center. Yeah, okay.
Hey, all right, let's take it. You got it, Meg. All right. If you can.
Megan McGilvery.
If you can. Halfway. Two-thirds.
Line's good.
Line's good. Two-thirds. Line's good. We're light. Halfway.
Next up for Carrie Einarson will be Ontario and Haley Armstrong. And Yukon. And Bailey Scoffin will play the Territories and Nikki Kaufman.
Nice recovery there by Selena.
Sweet girl.
Unsettling. You launch out of the hack, your whole broom comes off the ice, but by the time she got to the hog line, no problem.
And the old sliding foot at that high speed sometimes goes past the line of delivery, gets too far underneath, and you don't have the balance. As you say, well saved. Good throw.
Yeah, by the top of the 12, she was fine.
Yeah. No pictures on the scorecard. No choice here for BC. They just have to keep guarding it here.
I think they're shot back button.
Yeah, I do too.
So make these guards perfect. Manitoba's going to have to make a good one.
Tight.
Ooh, tight's not the word you want. If this is close to the 12th, I think Caitlin will try to run it back.
Line's good. Tight. Two-thirds.
Just clean it. Just clean.
Okay. Tight. Good.
15-7.
15-6. Yeah, makes sense.
Whew, there we go.
That's okay. Good spot.
Again, a little bit of a wobble. Mentioned, you saw there, this is her 75th career Scotties game. Her best ever performance was a 97 in 2003 against BC in Corinne Brown.
Nice pair.
And those numbers were after the 7th with that stone she just threw. She is now up to 97% again. And again against
BC.
I know, I was like, I said to them.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. You and I will take this act on the road.
I was like, it might have been actually my nicest release of the game. Once I got back on track.
Hey, doesn't matter.
We talk a lot about this Laws team and Caitlin finding her groove throwing those last two rocks. But for me, Selena, too, at the end of the last quad, she was one of the best thirds in Canada. And it's taken a little bit for her to find her legs, you know, just within this team, the makeup. Now she has to call the game and go and throw those third rocks. But what a great start for her at this event.
Throw them, obviously the middle stuff's easier.
Yeah.
Team Manitoba, you know that talent is there.
Oh, yeah.
They just need to get rolling and watch out.
We talked about that earlier, too. You know, they gave up 2 or 3 steals in a row to lose the same team in the Tier 2 event, where they win it, and they were in the Grand Slam. They lost the provincial final on a heartbreaking shot. They've got the door partly open. They just got to kick through it.
Yeah, if those 2 shots are made, those 2 games are won, and all of a sudden we're saying that they're trending.
Exactly.
Right? It's a totally different narrative.
Very true.
That's also what
I think the comments from Caitlin about after the trials, the team felt like they were at their most cohesive. That's something that they know within themselves. It's just our job to overanalyze.
Yep. That's right.
Because then if we don't make it, then we don't have anything on the last one.
I guess I should put the guard wider, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let's peel. She can't make it any better for herself, so.
No, if we keep peeling, then we're always going to have that shot.
Thought they might run this one back.
I did too.
Yeah, it's tasty. If you ever make it good, you're sitting 2 with hammer, and they're never going to steal more than 1. Caitlin's last shot by doing this is going to be a tough one.
I think still 8th, then scoreboard says if you do give up a steal here, you're still up 2 with playing 9.
Once again, Laura Walker. And they'll just rip that guard.
Like a brush.
A little longer center guard here. Caitlin probably has to play the out-turn chase,
Really giving them something to cheer
which is
about.
tough, but it is there. The guard's so long.
Okay. A 10-5. Curled more than we thought here.
I think it will move.
Yeah. I'm thinking hack's the easiest speed.
Yeah, I
Because I can kind of still hold it but finish it if
Yeah.
you have to.
This is a tight guard or almost into the rings. I think Caitlin will run it back. If not, it's the out-turn comer on top.
Fighting. Top 12.
Line's good.
Top 12.
Your top 12.
Tight.
Whoa.
No, we're okay.
Whoa.
It's over, girl.
It's got to sit. No, just got to sit. 59.
Yeah, it's gotta stop.
Sit.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, they overcurled. Have they opened it up now?
Yep.
Shoot. Okay.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
It seems to be with the guards, you just can't be soft with the release. They just get into a different pass so soon.
Ah, shoot.
Yeah, it's been a difficult start for Reese Hansen. The player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Probably had a 50% chance to steal with a good guard there. And now you could give up. There's probably a better than 50% chance you're going to give up 3.
This is 8, right? Yeah, we have to play 9.
A minimum of 8 you have to play.
Tons of curl here.
10.
Double raise
Whoa. Curl.
for a possible 3 if you can hold that shooter. Straightening it up. And now in it goes. Bang, bang. There they are. 3 more. And it will be an opening draw win for Manitoba, and Caitlin Laws make the final 10-4. As Laws is your winner over British Columbia and Taylor Reese Hansen on this opening night, the Scotties from Mississauga. It's an opening night win for Caitlin Laws and the Manitoba team from the Heather Curling Club as they pick up a 10-4 win. Started well for them as they, remember now, they won that draw to the button for last rock by less than 2 centimeters, and they crack a 3 and then steal 1, and it was trying catch up then for Reese Hansen out of BC. And so it is that game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. Turning our attention now to the game between Quebec and Nova Scotia. Quebec with the lead, 7-6. Final stone of the end now from Taylor Stevens out of Halifax. Kathy.
Well, these are 2 teams that are rookie skips at this year's Scotties, but not afraid to mix things up. Lots of rocks in play. It is Quebec lying 2, and it is a full 4 draw needed.
Sitting 2 top and back of the 4-foot. Big drag here. Kate Fitzgerald, Allison Umlauf, and there it is. A game saver, to say the least, for Taylor Stevens. Lots of smiles as they keep themselves alive. Nova Scotia and Quebec. And we'll follow this one when we come back to Mississauga. Opening night of the Scotties from Mississauga and the Paramount Fine Foods Center. With our featured game over, Laws a winner over BC and Reese Hansen, turning our attention now to Quebec and Nova Scotia. And Quebec up 5-1 after 2. Their skip, Jolien Fortin from the Kanagami Curling Club in Jonquière, playing Nova Scotia, and Taylor Stevens from Halifax. And we are tied at 7. And here in the 9th, it is Quebec that does have last rock. They do have the hammer, playing the Redstones.
Good, Meg. Good. Key line.
Hurry, Allison. Let's put a good one there. You got it.
I'm a little tight.
14 rocks in play in the 8th end, and here we go again.
Not a fan of the blank end left here.
No, and in testament to these two teams, this has been the style of play that they have played since the outset, but their pace of play has been terrific. They don't dither for an hour and a half over every shot because they can't.
True.
Yeah, when every end is complicated, you can't overthink it.
Wrong time to be deep, though. This in comes the guard now.
Good sweep.
Get this right.
All good.
Yellow, yellow. You might make the red double, albeit it
So
should
quick.
jam on the.
Yeah.
But get everything behind the Reds behind the tee line would be phenomenal.
Yep.
Yep. Tight.
Yep.
Tight. Gotta go. Tight. Tight, Ems. Tight.
Open up that center.
Tight.
Whoa.
It's fine.
There is still one other game on the ice.
Yeah.
That is Ontario against the Territories. Kathy.
Well, facing 3, Nikki Kaufman elected to play the draw. That is the stone that is buried perfectly behind. Haley took a look at it and decided the better approach was to try to slash her own in. Chance for 3.
Third appearance for Haley Armstrong. 2 previous appearances with Laurie St. George out of Quebec. First time, though, skipping at a Scotties in her third appearance.
Just catches that back one, so just the single.
Kaufman will have the last rock coming home.
So many options. You could run the red one in. If you miss it, it's ugly. Double peel would be a great result, but not easy.
Yeah, there's so much space.
Yeah. Yellow's there. It might drag onto the back one, but the yellows are a problem.
When you talk about the spots in the rings, they call it the control zone, kind of that top 4, top 8 around the center line. You don't want to leave the enemy rocks there.
I think this is the best of the 3 options. How much will this drag? That's the key. It's going to get awfully close to hitting the red one.
Got it, curl.
Curl. Good, Meg.
You saved it.
Yeah, I know. I think
Top
he said
board?
kill the
Top
red.
button?
Yeah. Okay, sorry, draw in. Okay. So speed is good. I was a little heavy last time, so just a hair less.
They're going right in 4
Liked
foot.
it.
Yeah.
Go.
Roll line right now, roll line. Not moving yet. Curl. Should be close.
Line's good.
Yeah, curl. Hard.
Hard, Kate.
Hard. Push. You got a good one. Hard. Sorry, we should have kept going for weight. That's good spot.
You got it, then.
I was worried it was gonna hang too much, yeah.
Good tweet.
Yeah. I know. It was a 14-2. It really came off. I don't know if it
Mentioned earlier this Nova Scotia team taking advantage, as it were, that Christina Black is here, and she then had a chance to win the provincial. Think about Black winning 3 of the previous 4 Nova Scotia provincials.
Oh.
And the crash on the guard.
Yikes, because the guard's still there.
Barely even moved it.
If anything, it's worse because I don't think there's a port on the out-turn side. It's a small one.
guard a bit further over. Hey, you like going this way? Yeah, either that or do we ever guard the red? I don't mind drawing one either, though. I like that.
It's tempting to guard the red because the red's coming in.
I don't want to be heavy, so very similar.
Yeah, the run double is really hard because those rocks are a little bit staggered, but the run back and remove 1 yellow is definitely there, and then all of a sudden it's pretty lonely in the rings.
There's a lot of red in there. Yeah, I like this early.
Similar.
Okay, line's good. Line's nice.
Oh, they're going around.
Yep.
Got room right now running. Looks good. Sweep for weight. All you. Needs to curl a bit if you can.
Get the rotation. And just glide forever.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah, 2 great draws. Wow.
Great judge. Just a bit more on the ad. Okay. Yeah, no, definitely. A little wider pad.
Yeah, Maria's weight was pretty much close to perfect on both those draws. It's clutch.
2 totally different paths, too.
Really hard.
This needs to be made.
Emmy LaFrance.
Really hard.
Coming back, and he's going to touch 2. Oh, dear. Sitting 1, 2, and 3 right now, Nova Scotia.
Lights out, not bad.
Yeah. Okay.
Try, not awful. It's just made 1 go away and jammed at the back, but you do have 1 out-turn raise. It's going to be really difficult to get both yellows running out of time here.
I think we try to bite the 4, like sit right on top
Guard
of
the
that
red
one.
raise.
Gonna have to give it to you so you can sweep it there, though.
Team Quebec's going to come in off onto that yellow one, so you have to beat them in, I believe. Top 4 or short here is pretty tasty. Same shot they just threw, Joe.
Yep.
Speed's great out here.
Former Canadian junior champion of 22, Taylor Stevens.
A little tight. Yeah, line. Close line, yep. Yep. Hard key. Okay, whoa. Hard. Whoa.
This is curling.
Yeah, it's gone.
Curl. Okay, Tay, that's okay.
Ooh. There's a port. It's not a big one.
Good. How about? Can we?
That does not look like a very big port to me,
No,
Russ, from
no.
here.
No.
Non, faut que tu ailles de même. Parce qu'il faut que moi je roule par là. Faut que tu ailles
What
de
about
même.
playing one of the reds back, the red top edge of the 8?
Yep. Yeah, you get it there. You'd sit second, but that would eliminate a lot of problems. Right now they're throwing against 3.
Yeah, and this is all or nothing. You wreck on
Yeah.
either one of
Yes.
the rocks ahead of the rings. Nova Scotia throws a guard, and how do you score?
Right. You hit that yellow fairly thick. You roll on the red and stay there too. Keep it guarded.
Yeah, this is all or nothing.
Yep.
I mean, even if she makes it, you're gonna have a red yellow if you want to play it to be shot.
Yeah, goal's forced though, so.
Yeah.
I like Vic's call, believe it or not, because even if you stick it, Vic, and they steal 1, you're 1 down with coming home.
Yep.
Here we go.
Hard.
All or nothing. Trying to come through.
Hard, Meg. Hard.
Megan Fortin. Trying to come through. Coming through, no. And she's left a combination on that side.
Okay, nice
Well, opened up shot rock. That's key. They do have a triple tap if they have to. They've got options now.
Yep.
It worked out
Better than it was.
better than I thought it was going to, yeah.
Doesn't look very happy as she makes her way down. There you go. Red, red, red.
Well done. It's pretty good, Kathy.
Yeah, that's exceptional.
And we have a final between Ontario and the Territories. And don't want to shake that hand. I'm not feeling very well. 9-5 is your final. Ontario and Haley Armstrong out of the Whitby Curling Club are your winners.
And a very impressive outing for this Ontario team. This is a team that is known for being good hitters, but they made some really big draws. That's good for them.
Line's good.
Has confidence to build.
Taylor Stevens.
Line's good. Whoa, let it work. Line's good. Line's good. Right here. Whoa.
Einarson faces Ontario in her next game.
Get to the inside. Triple rouge, Vic. Yep, here it comes.
You got it. Right here. Whoa, curl if you can.
As we said, first time that the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship, has come to the Greater Toronto area. St. Catharines in 17 was as close as it's been. I can't remember a Brier. You'd have to go way back to play here. A world championship, world men's championship, was played in '86 in Toronto at the Coliseum.
Whoa, curl. Gotta curl.
Huge shot here. How hard do you have to throw this to move 3 rocks?
Needs to curl too.
Here we go. Oh, and well, touch nothing. And 1, 2, 3. A steal of 3 for Stevens here in 9. Didn't touch anything. Julien Fortin. Stevens takes the lead. It's the opening night of the Scotties, the 45th years Scott Paper sponsorship here at the Paramount Fine Foods Center. 1 game remains on the ice, and oh my, that is a huge steal of 3 for Nova Scotia and Taylor Stevens to take the lead on Quebec and the team from Kenogami in Jonquière and Julien Fortin. And they do have last rock, have the hammer, playing 10, coming home now, playing the Redstones.
Got a little break here already. Team Nova Scotia, good one top button, and then just came up a little light on the tight guard. I think top 8, top 12 would have been a better play. So that's a yellow rock that can help your opponent.
Speed's good out here.
And Quebec has double corners to work with maximum separation between them, so there's rocks to work with here.
Top 4, sorry. Top 4. Top 4. Okay, line's good.
Yeah, you can move it. Yep.
Hard line. Top 8. Hard line.
Full 8.
Whoa.
Nice shot, Allison.
I thought I saw you tap at 3.
Oh,
And we had talked about
Good throw.
Allison Umlaw. 3 members of this team, Stevens, Umlaw, and Fitzgerald, are all Canadian junior champions of 22.
Well, and if you know the very sad story for Taylor Stevens, under the new format, the junior team that wins one year doesn't go to the Worlds that year, they go the following year. So the year that Taylor Stevens won the Canadian Juniors, by the time the following year came around and their team would go to the Worlds, she was deemed ineligible because of age. So she's a Canadian champion that never got to play in a Worlds. And to me, that's heartbreaking.
Oh, that has to change.
I don't like it. I feel there's momentum when you win. I feel that people's lives can change. They're going to university and school, and you should never win a Canadian championship and be denied the chance to play in a Worlds.
Well, it used to be that way, and then they reverted
They changed
back.
it, exactly.
And they went the same year, and now they've gone back the other way.
And Canadians were on the top of the podium and winning all the time, and then we've had a number of years where they've gone through the B Worlds to get
Once
back
I remember,
up.
certainly, yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Still a decent chance here, Joe. Like you nestle one into that pocket. You've got a lot of red to work with.
Hard him. Hard him. Hard him. Hard. Hard him. Hard. Wade's good. Yes. Hard down. Back in. Whoa, you're on the guard. You're on the guard. Roll it. Roll. Roll. Yep. 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 Whoa. 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 Okay, Meg.
Just grabs the top.
Okay. 109 or 95?
Can't argue with hitting this with a 3-point lead and no last rock, but
Okay, so
you could lob another one into that pile because there's going to be a red one there in a second.
These corners are a problem.
Yep.
Can't make a triple peel.
Maybe you can hit it and roll to that spot.
I think they're playing the hit and roll to the center line.
Even thin and joggle them around a bit, take away the pocket.
Curl. Hard heat. Hard curl. Hard curl. Hard heat.
Yeah, thin might work here.
Push, push.
Maria Fitzgerald, there you go, rolls it over, and now that splash
That's good.
unlocks everything.
Better.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Still corners, though.
It's not bad, actually. Was that just big?
You got it. Goodness. Copy. Go away, go away. Copy. Running, running. On peut pas bounce, on peut pas bounce. No bounce. Curl. Hard. No bounce, Meg. Look up, look up. Hard, curl. Hard. Hard, right to it.
Looks real
hard,
good.
Meg. Yeah. Hard. 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 Nice. Good, Em.
Oh, great shot.
Good.
Don't sense any slowdown in the 10th end down the middle yet. Joanne looks pretty consistent.
Yeah, and that was well swept, too. They stayed on it. They thought the weight was close the whole way down the sheet, but they never lifted their brooms. That's 10th end. That's the scary thing, is if your broom's off, sometimes it can really slow down in a hurry. Good heads-up sweep.
Just see enough to clip this by if you get close to the yellow guard.
Oh. Close.
Clean?
Yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Curl. Curl.
Hard, Allison.
Hard curl.
Fitzgerald is a Canadian junior champion with Allie McNutt back in 24.
Great shot.
Nice sweep.
Good sweep. Good sweep.
Nice
As
throws.
you say, this is a team, this Stevens team out of the Halifax Curling Club. They are all making their debuts at this year's Scotties.
All there.
Don't love the freeze now because the Team Nova Scotia can then hammer their own out of there and have a wide open hit for their last shot. We've got to get this buried.
Really gotta go.
Then maybe just come around the corners,
Yeah.
hide one there, and leave that double for later.
Hard, 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 hard. Really gotta go. All right. All right. Good job, boy.
You're just hitting what you can see of it, hey?
Yeah. How much? Do you think just 9?
Yeah. We're
Yours
good
did-
here.
Yeah, yours didn't curl much.
Have a chance to run them out of stones now.
9. Try to hit what we can see.
Just about the same shot that he just made beautifully and chipped that red off the top of the freeze situation.
Final or first stone for Taylor Stevens with a chance to make it a final here.
Yep.
Hard!
Clean.
Hard, 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 hard. Hard!
And through it goes. And the handshakes, and it'll be a win for Nova Scotian Taylor Stevens as they run Quebec out of stones. And it was that steal of 3. As Fortin missed her last on a little triple bump. As it's a 10-7 win to complete draw 1 on this opening night of the Scotties in Mississauga.
The 2026 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by Sponge Towels. Nothing absorbs like it. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, Canada's home for barbecue. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, locally owned, genuinely Canadian.
Reminder, we're back with you for day 2 coverage tomorrow, Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 Pacific, and our feature will be Krista Sharp out of Northern Ontario, making a 13th appearance, a 2-time runner-up against Kayla Skurlik out of the Garrison Club in Calgary. It'll be Alberta against Northern Ontario when we join you again. So we're nicely underway here in Mississauga, Ontario, and the 45th anniversary of the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Till we talk with you again tomorrow, day 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you for joining us from the Paramount Fine Food Center. It's all here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.